Hidden deep within Africa are places so bizarre they don't just raise questions, they demand answers. A giant eye in the desert visible from space, a lake that turns living creatures to stone, and ancient ruins abandoned overnight with no explanation. These aren't just stories, they're real, and they baffled scientists and locals for centuries. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 5 of Africa's strangest and most mysterious spots. But be warned, by the end, you might just wonder if some secrets are meant to stay buried. Number 5. The Sahara's Bullseye. In the middle of Sahara Desert, there's a place so extraordinary it looks like it was crafted by aliens themselves, known as the Richat structure or the Blue Eye of Africa. This massive geological marvel spans nearly 50 kilometers in diameter. Visible even from space, it looks like a perfect drawn bullseye etched into the endless sands of Mauritania. It's a site that has captivated explorers and scientists for decades. But what makes it even more fascinating is the mystery surrounding its origin. For years, scientists believed the Blue Eye was a result of a meteorite impact. Its circular shape, enormous size, and layered rings seem to fit the profile of a crater formed by a space rock slamming into Earth millions of years ago. But as geologists investigated, they found no evidence of melted rock, shock dwarfs, or other materials typically associated with an impact site. They lacked these key indicators to force experts to look elsewhere for answers. The leading explanation today is that the Richat structure is a deeply eroded geological dome. Millions of years ago, magma pushed towards the Earth's surface, lifting layers of sedimentary rock into a dome shape. Over time, natural forces like wind and water eroded the softer outer layers, leaving behind the harder, concentric ring we see today. This natural process created a mesmerizing pattern that stands out starkly against the monotony of the desert. While the scientific explanation is widely accepted, it hasn't stopped the speculation. Local legends suggest the site holds spiritual significance, while some claiming it was created by divine forces. The structure's unique appearance also fueled conspiracy theories, including claims that it's the remain of a lost city of Atlantis. This theory gained traction because of the dimensions and features of the Richat structure closely resemble Plato's description of Atlantis, a city built on concentric rings of land and water. Is this just a coincidence, or is there something more to the story? That's the question no one has definitely answered. Beyond its scientific and mythical intrigue, the Blue Eye of Africa stands as a testament to the power of natural forces. Its perfect symmetry and colossal size seemed almost deliberate, as if nature itself wanted to leave us something to marvel at. Standing within this giant formation, surrounded by its seemingly endless rings, feels like stepping into another world, a place where science and wonder collide. Whether it's a geological masterpiece, an ancient enigma, or simply a stunning reminder of Earth's natural beauty, the Blue Eye of Africa continues to captivate all who learn about it. From the mysteries of the desert, we now journey to a lake that's as beautiful as it is deadly, a place where life turns into stone. Number 4. Lake Natron, nature's creepiest preservation project. Tucked away in northern Tanzania, near the canyon border, lies a lake unlike any other on Earth, Lake Natron. With its scary crimson-red waters, it's a place where beauty and danger coexist in a most surreal way. This otherworldly body of water is as fascinating as it is deadly, earning its reputation as one of the most hostile environments on the planet. But what makes this lake so strange, and why does it seem to turn life into stone? Lake Natron gets its distinctive red hue from salt-loving microorganisms, including halophilic bacteria and algae that thrives in its highly alkaline waters. The lake's pH levels range between 9 and 10.5, making it more alkaline than ammonia. This extreme environment is created by mineral deposits from nearby volcanic activity, particularly sodium carbonate and other salts from the surrounding landscape. When the water evaporates during the dry season, these minerals crystallize, giving the lake its ghostly, surreal appearance. But the real shocker? Lake Natron's water are so caustic, they can literally burn the skin and eyes of animals that come into contact with it. Any creature that ventures too close risks falling victim into its unforgiving chemistry. Over time, the lake's alkaline waters calcify these unfortunate victims, leaving behind petrified remains that appears frozen in time. It's like nature's own version of mummification, creating haunting sculptures of life cut short. Despite its deadly reputation, Lake Natron is far from lifeless. It's actually a critical habitat for one of Africa's most iconic bird species, the lesser flamingo. The lake's harsh condition deter predators, making it an ideal breeding ground for these beautiful birds. Flamingos feed on the lake's abundant cyanobacteria, whose red pigment gives the birds their iconic pink color. In fact, Lake Natron supports the largest flamingo breeding colony in East Africa, playing a pivotal role in the species' survival. Adding to the lake's mystique is the stark contrast between its scary stillness and the rugged beauty of the surrounding landscape. Towering volcanic mountains loom in the background, including the active Old Doinyo Lengai, known as the Mountain of God. This volcano occasionally spews natrocarbonatite lava, which contributes to the lake's unique chemical composition. For the brave few who visit Lake Natron, it's a journey into a world that feels more alien than earthly. However, exploring the area requires caution and preparation. The lake's harsh condition can pose significant risk to humans, and proper guidance is essential for those venturing near its shores. The nearby Maasai people have long revered the lake, weaving its existence into their cultural and spiritual practices. Lake Natron is a paradox, a place where life flourishes in defiance of death and beauty arises from the most hostile environments. It's a stark reminder of nature's ability to create and destroy, often at the same time. Whether you view it as haunting or awe-inspiring, one thing is certain: Lake Natron is a natural wonder that defies explanation. From a lake that mummifies life to mysterious patterns etched into the desert, our next stop takes us to Namibia's enchanted fairy circles. Number 3. Namibia's fairy circles, polka dots of the desert. In the arid expanse of Namibia's Namib Desert lies a phenomenon so peculiar it has puzzled scientists, mystiques, and adventurers for decades. Known as fairy circles, these barren patches of land, perfectly circular and surrounded by rings of grass, dot the desert like a surreal polka dotted canvas. But what causes them? Why do they exist? And why does no one seem to have a definitive answer? Stretching for thousands of kilometers, these circles vary in size, with some as small as 2 meters in diameter and others spanning up to 20 meters. From above, they create a mesmerizing mosaic across the desert's orchery sands. A sighting so striking it feels almost otherworldly. Locals have long attributed the fairy circles to the supernatural, believing them to be the footprints of gods or the marks left by spirits dancing under the moonlight. The Himba people, indigenous to the region, even regarded them as sacred, weaving tales of their creation into their cultural lore. But scientists, as always, have sought more earthly explanation. The leading theories focuses on 2 possibilities: termites and plants competition. According to one hypothesis, subterranean sand termites are the culprits. These industrious insects clear vegetation around their nest to harvest water from the soil, leaving behind the barren circles as evidence of their handiwork. The competing theory posits that the circles are the result of self-organizations and vegetation, driven by intense competition for water in the harsh desert environment. In this explanation, plants in the center die off as they struggle to survive, leaving only the peripheral vegetation that thrives on the moisture flowing from the middle. Interestingly, recent studies have shown evidence supporting both theories, leaving the door open for a combination of factors. What's more, fairy circles are not unique to Namibia. Similar formations have been discovered in Australia, raising questions about whether this is a global natural phenomenon yet to be fully understood. For travelers, visiting the fairy circle is a humbling experience. Standing amidst these strange formations, surrounded by vast emptiness of the Namib Desert, it's impossible not to feel the weight of nature's unanswered questions. Scientists might one day unlock their secrets, but for now, fairy circles remains a beautiful enigma. A silent reminder that Earth still holds mysteries beyond our comprehension. From mysterious patterns in the desert to an abandoned port city with whispers of ancient treasures, our next destination takes us to Sudan's haunting ghost town of Suakin. Number 2. Suakin, Sudan's haunting ghost port. Off the coast of Sudan, on the edge of the Red Sea, lies an abandoned town shrouded in mystery and history. Suakin, once a bustling port and a jewel of ancient trade routes, now stands as a haunting reminder of a forgotten era. Its crumbling coral brick building and silent streets whisper tales of prosperity, decline, and secrets left behind. Suakin's history dated back thousands of years ago. It was once one of the most important trading hubs in the Red Sea region, connecting Africa, the Middle East, and beyond. During its peak in the medieval era, Suakin served as a gateway for goods like spices, textiles, and gold. Its strategic location made it a melting pot for cultures, with merchants and travelers from around the world passing through its bustling markets and ornate mosques. But Suakin wasn't just about trade, it held deep religious significance too. Pilgrims en route to Mecca often stopped here, earning the port a reputation as a spiritual waypoint. Its blend of commerce and culture made Suakin a thriving center of activity, its coral brick architecture standing as a testament to its wealth and ingenuity. So, what happened? Why is this once glorious city now a ghost town? The decline of Sawakin began in the 19th century when the Ottoman Empire shifted its focus to Port Sudan, a newer and more modern alternative built just 50 kilometers away. With the rise of Port Sudan, Sawakin's importance waned, and its bustling streets slowly emptied. By the 20th century, Sawakin was largely abandoned, its buildings left to the mercy of time and the harsh coastal elements. Today, Sawakin is a hauntingly beautiful sight. Its coral brick ruins, weathered by centuries of salt air and neglect, seem frozen in time. For visitors, exploring Sawakin is like stepping into another world, one where history feels tangible and the past whispers in every corner. The government of Sudan has expressed interest in restoring parts of the town, aiming to preserve its cultural and historical significance. Still, much of Sawakin remains untouched, a ghostly reminder of a vibrant past. But visiting Sawakin isn't just a history lesson. It's also a chance to reflect on the transient nature of human achievements. Cities rise and fall, leaving behind echoes of their stories of those curious enough to listen. Sawakin's ruins may be silent, but they speak volumes about the cycles of prosperity and decline that shape civilizations. From a ghost town by the sea, we now journey deep into Kenya's forest, where the ruins of an ancient city hide secrets of their own. Number 1. The Lost City of Gedi, Kenya's forgotten marvel. Deep in the coastal forests of Kenya lies a site so shrouded in mystery, it feels like stepping into a forgotten chapter of history. The Lost City of Gedi, hidden within the dense Arabuko-Sokoke forest, is a place where ancient ruins tell tales of once thriving civilization, only to raise more questions than they answer. Who built this advanced city? Why was it abandoned? And why is its story missing from most historical records? Gedi, believed to have been founded in the 12th century, was a Swahili trading city that flourished for centuries. At its peak, it was home to thousands of people, boasting architectural features that were astonishingly advanced for the time. Coral stone houses with indoor plumbing, street drainage systems, and a mosque with intricate carvings speak to the ingenuity and sophistication of Gedi's inhabitants. Archaeological findings revealed that the city was part of a vast trading network, with imported artifacts like Ming Dynasty porcelain from China and Venetian beads from Europe unearthed within its walls. Despite its evident prosperity, Gedi's history is puzzlingly absent from written history of the time. This omission only adds to the intrigue surrounding the site. What's even more mysterious is the sudden abandonment in the 16th or 17th century. Theories abound as to why its inhabitants disappeared. Some suggest that environmental changes, like droughts or shifting trade routes, made the city uninhabitable. Others point to external threats, such as invasions by rival tribes or Portuguese colonizers. There are even whispers of supernatural causes, with local legends claiming that Gedi is protected by spirits, discouraging outsiders from settling here. For modern archaeologists and historians, Gedi remains a treasure trove of unanswered questions. Excavations continue to uncover new artifacts and insights, but the full story of the city has yet to be pieced together. For visitors, the site is both a haunting reminder of what was an invitation to imagine what could have been. The Kenyan government has worked to preserve Gedi as a historical site, ensuring that its enigmatic beauty can be experienced by future generations. Today, the ruin attracts tourists, researchers, and those with a fascination for the unknown. But even as we explore its remnants, Gedi holds tightly to its secrets, reminding us that history isn't just about what we know. It's also about what we've yet to discover. Africa's mysteries are as vast and awe-inspiring as the continent itself, from deserts shaped by forces we barely understand to lakes that defy the laws of life and death. These 5 places are just the beginning. So, what do you think? Are these wonders of nature ancient secrets or something beyond explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're as captivated by the unknown as we are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more incredible journeys into the world's greatest mysteries. See you next time.